So today we're going to be talking about memory overclocking. We did a video of this a long time ago and it's high time right now to basically revisit that topic. So we're going to be learning about the basics, ano nga ba yung XMP, ano yung Expo, ano yung mga speeds niya, and most importantly, ano nga ba yung performance benefits niya. This video is brought to you by our sponsor today, KingBank, and we're going to be featuring their 32GB 6400 kit. And let's start! So ano nga ba yung memory overclocking? Basically, yung mga memory kits ngayon, be it DDR4 or DDR5, they come in with an advertised speed of 6,000 MHz or 6,400 or medyo mas mababa for DDR4. Like, I think ang pinakamataas ngayon is around 4,000 MHz. But basically, those speeds are not set by default. So for example, pinlug and play mo lang yung RAM na bagong bili mo, kahit na 6,400 MHz yung kanyang advertised speed, hindi siya gagana on first run. What you have to do is to overclock it. So I know what you're thinking, wow, overclock? Am I going to destroy my component? So to address that scary thing, no, that the scary O word, RAM manufacturers stored yung mga settings na yun within the RAM itself. Doon papasok yung XMP or yung Expo. Basically, those are overclock settings that are stored in the RAM itself that you can retrieve and set. So without those profiles, without those overclocking settings, kailangan mong manually baguhin yung each and every value to get the desired speed and desired timings. So basically, yung profiles and Expo, parang pampadali lang siya ng buhay. So yung mga profiles na yun, nakaset na siya by the manufacturer. And that's basically a sort of guarantee that a certain kit has this potential to go up to this speed. So yun nga, for example, yung 6400. So in order to get to that speed, you have to set it in the BIOS. So upon installing the RAM, you have to go to the BIOS, and depending dun sa motherboard manufacturer mo, every brand is sort of different in here. You should look for something like a memory overclock or XMP or DOCP or something like that. Basically, it should be a drop-down list where you can select the profile. Tapos, once set, you just have to save the settings in the BIOS, and that should be it. So yung mga profiles na yun, they come in two different flavors. Yun nga, na-mention natin yung XMP and yung Expo. Basically, yung XMP is for Intel and yung Expo is for AMD. Some kits are designed to have Expos. So if you have an AMD system, you should use a RAM kit with an Expo setting. However, that doesn't mean na yung XMP lang wouldn't work with AMD. No, it works. Pero para talagang garantisado, 100% na mag-work siya, you better stick to the Intel and the AMD flavor. Some kits also feature two profiles, so one for XMP and one for Expo. So you have a lot of flexibility there. So dun sa overclock, what does it change? So number one is the speed of the RAM that's measured in megahertz or mega transfers. So it's very comparable to GPU and CPU speeds. So basically, higher means faster. Another is yung voltage niya, and most importantly is yung CAS latency. So this dictates yung kung gaano karaming cycles before it responds to a read command. So for this value, lower is better. So those are what those numbers mean. And basically, apart from the capacity, that will dictate which RAM you will be selecting for your PC. So in terms of compatibility, there are a few caveats, of course. So for example, CPUs have a set maximum RAM speed. So kunwari meron kang Ryzen 2600, yung maximum RAM speed nun is 2,933 MHz lang. So even if you have a 3600 DDR4 kit, it will be set to the maximum of the CPU or the motherboard lang. Basically, you don't have this problem if you're on the AM5 or the 14th gen or Ultra platform right now. But that's something to consider if you have an older CPU. Another is the motherboard QVL. QVL, or the Qualified Vendors List, that basically has the RAM models that are compatible to it. And the manufacturers have tested up to the advertised speed. So if you want a 100% guarantee that a certain RAM stick would work, you should find it on the QVL. But that's not to say compatibility is exclusive to the QVL. We have had a lot of cases where the overclocking profile of a certain RAM still worked even if it wasn't included in the QVL of the motherboard. But that's basically a risk that you'd have to take. If you want the safest bet, you should go with the QVL. So another example is, especially with DDR5, is the stability of the platform itself. Some kits or some motherboards just don't want to work with 4 kits installed at the same time. Usually, this is rectified by manually setting the RAM speed lower. But again, that's another risk, or that's another thing to consider when buying RAM. So a couple of last things to consider, of course, is the aesthetics of the RAM. Does it have RGB? And last but not the least is the quality or the build quality of the RAM. Although this is of course a sponsored video from KingBank, we're featuring / reviewing their RAM sticks right now. But we've basically given these sticks the hardest field of test in the form of our store. We do a lot of tests here, and one of our most stable and our most reliable solid choice when it comes to testing RAM is the ones from KingBank. So for our diagnostics and troubleshooting service, we do want to completely isolate components when we're identifying issues. And if we want to be 100% sure that the RAM slots or the RAM sticks are the culprit, we basically just stick the KingBank RAM and fire up memtest or a stress test of our choosing. Because we do know that the KingBank RAM, and that's how confident we are with the stability and how solid the KingBank RAM is. Of course, our diagnostics and stress testing environment here isn't really an accurate or a normal environment for the RAM. We're going to be testing it with stuff that you usually do in a PC. So number one is gaming and some productivity tasks. So dito malalaman din natin kung ano nga ba yung sense or ano nga ba yung benefit nung pag-overclock natin. And let's start with gaming. So we're going to be playing two different games. Number one is Black Myth Wukong, which is a very graphically demanding game. And here are the results. So nakakatawa kasi parang mas maganda pa yung FPS niya dun sa hindi naka-overclock. What the hell is happening here? This is basically the same even if we lower some of the settings. And basically that's going to be the case for a lot of other games. You see, yung speed ng RAM, it's really tied with the CPU. So you want to think of stuff that really harness and utilize the CPU. And most games just aren't that CPU intensive. There are CPU-intensive games, however. So for example, Cyberpunk 2077, and any game that features ray tracing is going to have a CPU hit. But for a particularly CPU-heavy game, we're going to be using Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And here we're starting to see that performance benefit, as you can see in the difference in the frame rate. And that trend certainly continues in productivity. For productivity tests, we're going to be archiving using WinRAR, and this is going to be a bunch of really big files. And as you can see, there's almost a 2-minute difference between Expo on and Expo off. And that's going to translate in a lot of apps that use the CPU. So for video editing, for video rendering, and other CPU-heavy stuff. So in conclusion, using the numbers that we saw, should you enable XMP? Should you dabble in memory overclocking? At the very least, you should be using the overclocking profile that comes with the RAM kit. It's basically free to do, and although the performance benefits didn't show in a lot of gaming situations, it will generally benefit you in apps that use the CPU. And that's basically every other program. So from your video player, your internet browser, your spreadsheets, your PowerPoint presentations, Office apps, architectural software, finance software, everything else will benefit from a faster RAM. And if you're going for a fast, reliable, the KingBank RAM is a great choice. If it's good enough for the stuff that we do here, the stuff that we test, we also actually use it for a lot of our video reviews when we review premium components. If it's good enough for that, it's going to be good enough for you. Thank you for watching.